Sana album reviews. Sadfa EP ya Trabolee and Akili Blaq. Eternally niko na Mosoti hapa na niko na Roger for this review. Project ya tatu yenye Akili Blaq na Trabolee wamewakia pamoja. Telos was the beginning, alafu kulikuwa na Mali za Roho, alafu kuna Sadfa. The last two zimekuwa EPs, Telos ilikuwa project. Na here we are with Sadfa. Mosoti, unaweza fungua hii story.
Shamaliza. Simeona wapenzi watazamaji nyumbani, simeona hii simboli niliyoinua juu. Hii ishara niliyoinua juu. Hii yaeleza fika kila kitu ninachokimaanisha kutoka ndani mwa roho na moyo wangu. Hii project ni perfect. Like the project is really dope. Do I have, I don't think, nikianza, if I am to nitpick, kuna parts nika the songs were supposed to be, kuna some songs that you feel nika zilikuwa zinafaa kuwa short, like 2 minutes, wakasema this is too short for nini an album, that's for an EP, so acha tuongeze some, turudie some words hapo, to feature some dialogues huko mwisho, and that is nitpicking, but I don't know, yeah, that's it. I think I talk for my friends. Nikisema that this album was good, so we don't need to waste time.
I am back like kama tena.
We don't need to waste time or discuss like it. This album is a really dope project. Also I like the fact that Tra ametumia a lot more Swahili. In a way, like I mix a lot more Swahili in what he does. Me, I usually love Tra generally. Whenever he does whatever he does, it's amazing. But whenever he puts Swahili, he fuses Swahili more. Fuses Swahili with whatever he's doing. It's good. The only song in Nilikuwa, song in Nilikuwa Wishy-Washy in the album ni Ilo's Heaven, which nilikuja kusikiza afterwards and I realized it's actually really dope. It works for the project. So yeah, I think I had a problem with it. It's the only song that is not by Tra. But it works well within the album.
No, but
it's in the poetry. It's in the poetry.
Heaven,
I think but it's there, like a intro.
The poetry.
What's Kias,
like a few lines.
It worked well. It worked really well. So maybe I have no problem. I have absolutely no problem. So acha nini wa echo my sentiments.
What he said.
What he said. The review is done. Thank you for watching.
See you next
comment,
time.
like, subscribe.
Right. With all seriousness, the project was recorded during the early phases of lockdown, which for many creatives was a very, very questionable period. Like we got very, very many questions about what happened, what's going to happen next, how bad is this thing going to get, what's going to happen to projects in Nilikuwa, because a lot of projects zilisimamishwa like that. Like kuna wase walikuwa ready kuwa show kesho, ama then unaambiwa leo niaje, everything is cancelled, and it kind of discombobulated people, like for creatives, because of how random maisha yetu yukuanga. You take away performances, you take away projects, and you take away anchor. A lot of people, because most people have anchored their whole existence in what they do, like their jobs or whatever. While si watu wengi wanaweza chukua hiyo period to actually reflect deeper or try to, you know, find a meaning in it. What's wali, you know, what then sadfa comes out and encourages you or kind of guides you through certain themes and areas in it, thought provoking. Like when I want to catch in, you're like, it's.
See, at this point unaweza kumbusha regular watcher ama msana watch for the first time.
Yeah.
Vitu sio angalia kwa project.
Oh, right. Yeah. We apologize for our regular viewers. I'm sure by now you know this by heart.
You already know.
Yeah, but if you don't know, we got you. We look at we look at production. We look at the concept and the content and musicality and, you know, themes and all that. So what I was touching on earlier was the themes and the content and the concepts. It took me a while to kind of wrap my head around most of the themes, and I feel for me that's actually one strength of the EP. The replay value is just mad.
Yes,
it's really mad, and that is only boosted further by production, the musicality and Akili Blaq, the sounds and incorporate, you know,
so the beats,
jazz, soul, and then with the content and the concept being heavily digestible, like you keep going back to it, the beat, you know, kind of elements in the feature and you're like, and then the way attacks the beat and the changes of flows, and like it starts with rap and then it goes to, you know, sing rap and then it goes back to bars, and throughout the whole time he's giving you something.
Oh, and he doesn't sing in autotune, isn't it?
I can't say.
He doesn't.
I can't.
Sings well.
Akona shida na marapa wenye naiba na autotune, man. So for all you rappers who want to please Norman, I don't know.
It's one person in the market. I mean, you don't have to. But in case you are just you're cool.
No, you know, like the whole thing, like the shepherd left his 99 sheep and went looking for the one.
I am the stone that the builders refused, and the visual, the inspiration,
the maid lady sing the blues. I am the okay. So, but yeah. So it took me a while to wrap my head around most of what Trad touches on, and it sparked a lot of thoughts, especially at a time when there was not much going on. Like,
Hakuna point where that took away or takes away from the project for you?
No,
Okay.
no, because I mean, yeah, because in a figure point you're like you stop paying attention to the rest of what he says, and there's one line and you kind of dive deeper into that line, but the song's still going on. But that's where I'm saying that actually, for me, that actually helps the replay value even more, because after a while you're like, oh, it's just either what else he said, so let me park that thought and then go back and listen to it, and then in the same song maybe later on or even earlier something that you didn't catch will spark something, and then you'll do that. It can get annoying, but for msee mwenye nashindanga nikisikiza mziki for most of the day, I can, you know, I have that time, you know. It's not an EP that is for everyone.
Yeah.
That's just
You see kila mtu. It just happens that kila mtu amekaa hapa.
Yeah, it's
for us, like it's not for everyone.
Yeah, let's say that. But first off, reviews are very subjective. You know, kuna vitu tutapenda zenye hamtapenda, kuna vitu hatutapenda zenye mtapenda. right off the gate, this EP, it's not for everyone. You can sing Irauka like, what
is he saying?
Yeah.
It's just
Your beat says dance.
just that free beat, man. When you in a tempo, like on the tempo.
Zeigist, what's a Zeigist?
Yeah. It's like
Zeitgeist, I'm a vaccine.
Yeah, but
I'm a might see.
yeah. Look, there's no shame in posting something and going to research. You know, hakuna shame. Sijui mbona kila mtu atakuonekana anajua everything that the artist will say. Na
imenikumbusha nini? Odyssey.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
The
Good Fight.
Odyssey na Kendrick.
The Good Fight uko mwisho akisema use your head for more than just a hat rack.
You get everything in the first.
Kuna something says about si lazima ujifanye unajua kama ujui.
If you don't know.
And then sasa kuna ile ni you ain't gotta lie to kick it, man. Nigga, too strong for this theme ya kudanganya.
Yeah, like there's absolutely no shame in saying, hey, others keep spelling your zeitgeist, or you know, you learn something, but si kila mtu atataka kufanya hivyo, and so it might seclude him to a particular audience.
Nilikuuliza kama haija take away from the experience for you at any point. Ni juu kuna watu wengi sana wanaweza ama wame get frustrated na the EP just in terms of so kuna kujukulia aspect ya Kenya the artist anasema, and then now not having the time to sit with it and think. Kenya mse anasema unajua because inakuwa kuna it's very surface kind of listening for most of us. But kitu moja napenda na Trani yeye anasema ngana focus sana na kutafuta watu watasikiza stuff yake, unajua. Hata jali kusujui the mass.
It's you can't please everyone, and I feel ni kitu yenye most Kenyan artists try to do. You know, with guys like Calligraph and Rabbit when they try to go do some songs that are more loaded with content, and then the next song comes and it's shallow as hell. For me, it's annoying. Just know who your listeners are, know who you are addressing, and just address them. But for them now, I love because it's mainstream. You know,
mainstream artists.
The more numbers you have, the more leverage you have, and the more money you can make. Blah 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 blah. But for this side of things, you know, guys like Trabolee, guys like Mosoti, you know, those guys, it's more about finding your niche and solidifying your niche, converting your niche, and you know, maybe when I'm saying this is your first time, or this might be your first time listening to trap, you can give it. Yeah. So see ati usikize project na the next project unanifika point it's like, hey man, see Joe. See when kila time you lecture. Like but for me I actually admire that, you know. I didn't get every song on the EP, but the ones that I got and the ones that sparked something I really like. But then
quickly gani ulipata?
Dots. Meaning, I like meaning. Now open doors. Now the other
Vantage
side.
point.
Now the other side. Vantage point. Now, because it's the last track on the EP. So by the time I get there,
sana ona vitu nyingi from a vantage.
Mimi nataka kutoka kwa sofa.
Keep it loud in the spirit. How you mask the noise.
Kijako then uhame kwa sofa. Yeah, so dots in the other side, and then meaning and open doors. I absolutely loved Side Was Heaven. The best part was in the end. In the end, when the guy is explaining about the light and how it has always been with you and it flows through everything, and then the character just goes, oh, I
could
get
have
it.
tripped.
I could have been tripping like this
every day.
Yeah.
She didn't get it. It's like, this is not about tripping, man. Yeah. So that was actually kind of humorous, but maybe I'm placing the humor myself because the perspective. Yeah,
it's an abstract album.
Yeah.
So
you
have so many ways to understand it.
But for me, it was very funny because the guy has just broken down everything.
Yeah.
And then Wako B is like, oh, yo, alright. So it's some because they're still thinking they were on some sick hallucinogens. Is what they have, and is this. It was a great project. I'm still listening to it. And
But not digest.
Yeah, but it's heavily digested.
Yeah, but sikuwa nimemaliza nini? Telos.
Yeah,
sijamaliza na Telos. I'm still digesting. What a life crisis, the breakdown is alafu we have this.
Yeah. Where it might do him a disservice is if he come for live shows. If he come for live shows, because say uko na hiyo advantage ya kupause. And just what did he say? I'm a cool rewind or replay or whatever. But at a live show, it can't emenda.
Though I have a feeling, Ujo have attended Tra's live shows. Umse akiperform with a band, ama akiperform with an instrumental. Kuna venye, ata ikifika your point, you don't even, the kind of music he makes is smooth.
Yeah.
You just listen for the vibes. Like kuna wimbo zingine, you don't have to nini. Like nizile unakaa, unasikiza na perform, you just nini. It's chill.
I get it, but from what he writes about kwa muziki yake, I don't think emi yake ni kukupea vibes. It's one of them because of the production and the musicality, but also because of what he says. Because you can take those beats and sing about something as basic as love, and still vibe with it, But the fact that alichukua the jazz and the soul and the boom bap and whatever, and made it abstract as hell. I think Miyake is first, cause and can we just say how amazing the partnership is that Tra and Akili?
Yeah.
Because